What's going on, guys? This is Mikeinoid, and today is the day that Nintendo finally revealed the Switch 2. Officially, this is an official reveal trailer that was given to us at 7 in the morning for me. I was still getting ready in the morning. I was not ready to sit down and take a look at Nintendo's official reveal for the Switch 2. Now, if you don't know, the Switch 2 is the official successor to the Switch, and I just want to say overall, this trailer, it's just a little underwhelming because you know what, the leaks kind of killed it. So if you haven't seen any of the leaks, man, you're probably going crazy right now because this is all brand new stuff. And I'm happy for you that you're able to experience it like that. For me, I'm over here waiting for Nintendo to finally reveal it themselves. But every day in like December, we got like a new leak. It was like a leak every single day. That's how crazy this leaking situation was. So yeah, man, like the leaks kind of killed the hype. I'm still hyped for the system. Don't get me wrong. I'm still gonna buy this day one. Yeah, the leaks just showed so much of what the hardware is and what it can do, to the point where like this is nothing new, man. This is nothing new that we can get really too excited for. But you know, it is what it is, man. It just kind of sucks that, you know, that Nintendo wasn't the one to deliver the surprise. You know, it's like these case companies, man, like they're showing the console themselves. It shouldn't have been like that, but you know, that's a whole different rant. Watch the Switch 2 trailer and, you know, got some thoughts about the console, just like everybody else, of course. So we're just gonna take a look at some of the stuff they showed officially, of course. We'll just start with the fact that they kind of emphasized 2 USB-C ports. One, of course, on the bottom where it's always been, where you can just plug it in or put it in the dock that way. But there's also one on the top that's going to allow you to charge the system when the Switch 2 is in tabletop mode. You know, an issue with the Switch and Switch OLED is that when the Switch is in tabletop mode, you can't access the USB-C port because it's on the table. You know, you can't plug it in unless you get one of those adjustable stands with the port on the side. But here it looks like you could just plug it in on the top, so you can just charge it that way. I feel like they're gonna do something more with that USB-C port on the top. That's just kind of my speculation. We could probably see some crazy accessories for this. I mean, that's just what I think, because there was a lot of focus on that top USB-C port within the 1 second it was showing the next feature, which is the kickstand. This is obviously a different style of a kickstand, because the one on the OLED, while yes, it still kind of gives you more angles to put the Switch, it's in a U shape, so it's just it looks kind of flimsy. I don't think it's gonna be flimsy. It just looks flimsy. But no, I was like, why did they design the kickstand like that? And I think it's just to allow you to run a cable through the kickstand, depending on your situation. I can't think of any other reason why the kickstand would be designed like this. And of course, we got the Joycons here. Obviously, the Joycons are bigger, just like the Switch itself is, or the Switch 2 is also bigger. And we'll start with the right one here. Obviously, you can see some changes to it, but I think one of the biggest things about the right Joy-Con is that what people aren't pointing out is that it no longer has the IR sensor at the bottom. This was obviously kind of like a gimmick that wasn't really utilized that much. It was used in a couple games like Labo and Ring Fit Adventure and some other games as well, but not a lot of games really use that IR sensor at the bottom. Obviously, there's another button underneath the home button. They purposely have it blank at the moment, because if you go back to the leaks, you'd see the letter C on that button, but we're not seeing it here. So I think obviously they're probably going to reveal that in the direct. And then yeah, the SL, SR buttons are bigger. You know, you got the port where it connects to the Switch console itself, the sync button, and then you also have you have a different sensor now. This sensor is pretty much like similar or probably the exact same as a mouse sensor. So this lets you use the Joy-Con as a mouse basically, which we'll actually see that kind of in action in the trailer here. And they actually have that same sensor on the left Joy-Con as well. So it doesn't matter which Joy-Con you're using. It looks like you can use both as a mouse. And we also get a look at the Joy-Con straps. It looks like they're not gonna raise the SL and SR buttons like the old ones did, since they look pretty easy to press already. I don't know if they're gonna be required to use the Joy-Con as a mouse. You could probably get away with using the Joy-Con by itself. But you know, that's just my speculation there. And before the Joy-Cons attached to the Switch 2 magnetically, you can see on the inside of the Switch itself that there are colors that match these Joy-Cons. So that was something I was concerned about, is the color gonna just look weird when I'm using different colored Joy-Cons? But I think because it's so deep inside the system, you're not gonna even notice it when the Joy-Cons are attached. So I think it's fine. And yeah, and then you see the final look of what the Switch 2 looks like. I'll be honest, I think once this system is physically in my hands, I think it's gonna look clean and sexy. I think it's gonna look a lot better in the hands. Like, just looking at the Switch, I think it looks, you know, it looks fun. It looks, you know, family friendly. I think the Switch 2 looks like it means business. All right, it looks like you're using a grown man's console here. And then you got the two next to the Switch logo. So pretty much what we've seen already from it. And then we do see a new Mario Kart. I think everybody is on the same page with that this is definitely a new Mario Kart, because just all the characters look different. You have a new course in there. And then you also have more than 12 players in the same race. So it looks like there's actually going to be up to 24 players in this Mario Kart game, which means I'll be able to defeat 23 people from my Discord channel, bro. I can beat all of y'all. So this is what actually has got me more excited, is, you know, just seeing a new Mario Kart finally, after getting Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, or Mario Kart 8 in general, since the Wii U for over a decade. And then one thing I just want to note is that I feel like this game is going to release at launch. I think that's my speculation, at least. Not this isn't officially announced. I just think that this Mario Kart game will be coming out at launch with the Switch 2. Now, the question is it also going to release for the OG Switch? I feel like there's a good chance. Breath of the Wild came out for the Switch, but it also came out for the Wii U. So there is a good chance that this Mario Kart 9 may also be on the Switch 1. Now, obviously, that's good news for those who aren't going to get the system on day one, maybe not even in year one. So you'll still be able to at least use your Switch and play some of these new games. But I don't want to see these games keep coming out for the old Switch. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm gonna buy a new system, man, I want to play games that are exclusive to that system, because I don't want to feel like I've been cheated and I could have just stuck with the old Switch, you know? And then we do get a look at the dock, which also has the Switch 2 logo on it. And then we do see some of the Switch screen is still revealed. So there are leaks that there may be a reason to that. There may be, like, part of that screen is used when it's docked. So that's something we'll also have to see as well. And then we also get a look at the Joy-Con grip. Looks pretty similar, just has the Switch 2 logo on it. You know, it looks good. It looks fine. And then we get the screen that basically says that Nintendo Switch games are compatible on the Switch 2. But then it says not every game may be supported or fully compatible with the Switch 2. That kind of goes back to what I was saying about Labo and Ring Fit Adventure, because, you know, those games use the Joy-Cons, the regular size Joy-Cons, because they're specifically made for that cardboard or for the ring. So something that I'm curious about is that, are we going to be able to at least sync the old Joy-Cons to the Switch 2? Because obviously they can't fit on the sides, but are we at least able to use the old Joy-Cons on the Switch, because I mean they have sync buttons, so you would think they would work, but that's also something we'll have to see down the line as well. And then we get the screen that shows that the Nintendo Direct for the Switch 2 will be out April 2nd. And then they also show that you could experience the Switch 2 in person at later dates. So these dates happen after the April 2nd Direct. But yeah, I think the system looks good. I think the new Mario Kart game looks good. Of course, we'll just have to wait and see more details on the features of the system, and even more software, more games and stuff like that. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of the Switch 2 down in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Now it's time to go play Donkey Kong Country HD, baby.